as a father and as a man, you want to fix things. And I saw the grief that everybody was feeling, and I felt obligated to fix it. And there's no fixing that. You know, there's most things you can fix. You can't fix that.
What I've seen from you now, there's absolutely pain and grief, but you are still Deane Cheatham. You're still living your life. You're still successful. You still have great relationships around you. How did you find your footing when something like that happens and keep going?
That's a good question. It sort of goes back, when I was a teenager, my mother was a terrible alcoholic, and my dad traveled a lot, so I had to deal with that. And from just not having the mother who was compassionate and loving and whatever. Inside, I know that she always loved me. If she was drinking, then it wasn't the same person that I had grown up with to that point. And sometimes I remember coming home from school one time and she was passed out in the road. I had to stop my car and pick her up and carry her in the house. And just, dealing with that, dealing with injuries, having my dreams of the successes that I envisioned in college athletics going away because of a left and a right knee injury. Those are things that are hard to deal with. And in no way, people deal with so much more. But those are lessons, and I've always tried to have the attitude where, if life gives you lemons, you got to try to make lemonade. And I'm a better person because of all that. Unfortunately, I got to continue to deal with some stuff. And when little Deane died, I mean, that crushed me. That, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. That is, every time I think about when I heard that news, but thank God I was in Florida at a wedding of a family friend, and we were with most of the Chenault and the Chenault family and the Rogers family. And, Sam Rogers was there. We gathered, we said a prayer. And we that helped me. That helped me tremendously, having that group around me. I couldn't have done it without it. And, Stephen, when things like that happen, you start to feel sorry for yourself. As a father and as a man, you want to fix things. And I saw the grief that everybody was feeling, and I felt obligated to fix it. And there's no fixing that. There's most things you can fix. You can't fix that. And that was tough. But as soon as I realized, when I came to grips on understanding that, and understanding that everyone was looking to me on how they were going to deal with this, and and how I did it was going to help lead people through their grief. Mm-hmm. And so, back to the leadership thing, that was a great leadership lesson in a horrible situation that, the Suns would come up tomorrow. Deane's not here. Would he want us to be moping around? Hell no.